Hello lovely ones, this is Anushka and welcome to your May astrology and tarot reading. I just wanted to give you this little update to let you know what's going to be going on this month. So Uranus is moving into Taurus and this is really exciting. Everyone's talking about it. So I'm going to be talking about that mainly in your astrology as I'm shuffling your cards this month. Plus I'm going to be doing a Uranus into Taurus special, okay, for each and every sign, and this is going to be a tarot reading plus a more in-depth look at the astrology. This reading is going to be available on my site and it's going to be available for only 80p. It will be paid because of the fact that I do so many videos and I think it's only fair that I ask a little contribution. So if you want to go to my website, I'm going to be releasing that video, the Uranus into Taurus video special on the 15th of May, and I will include a link to that underneath every single monthly. I'll update them. I'll also just release a little video letting you guys know that it's now out and you can go to my site if you want to check that out. What else did I want to tell you? Okay, also a huge thank you to all you Cancers out there. Thank you so much guys for all of your support and your interactions. I get so much energy from you, it's beautiful. Virgo is another one, but Cancer, you are right up there. And you know, I did say that I was going to start doing mid-monthly updates for the signs that watch the most of my videos. So Cancer, it's you. So on the 15th you're going to get your Uranus into Taurus special, and Cancer, you're also going to get your mid-month update, which will be just a special tarot reading for you guys, just as a big thank you. I very much believe in reciprocating energy, so I really appreciate that. I'm really excited about this transit. It's a big deal, that's why so many people are talking about it, and I think we're going to see a lot of revolution, evolution, and people seeking freedom in some really amazing ways, and some real leaps forward. So awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now on to your monthly. Hello Pisces, welcome to your May 2018 astrology and tarot reading with me, Anushka. So we have, of course, the big news of Uranus moving into Taurus this month. So he has been in your second house of income and self-esteem and values and resources. So bringing a lot of change, a lot of surprises to these areas, and perhaps even some instability as well as sudden opportunities. But now he's going to move into your third house, where it'll be about siblings, communication, short distance travel, unexpected things just in your day-to-day business, in your local community cropping up, perhaps opportunities coming through neighbours, through people that you bump into whilst you're doing your shopping, perhaps even the birth of a child through a sibling could come about during this phase as well. So obviously I'm going to go far more into depth on this on the 15th when I release those videos on my site, but expect to see surprises, opportunities, sudden changes. Could see you just moving to somewhere else in your neighbourhood, you know. So this is going to be interesting to see how it plays out for all of us. You've still got Saturn, Pluto retrograde in your 11th house, so you've been reassessing your values in terms of, well, not so much your values, but you've been reassessing your friendships and who you align yourself with, the groups you belong to, and the power dynamics in there, and who you can carry forward into your vision of the future. Thinking about your dreams as well, and your long-term goals and your wishes in quite a way, and perhaps putting a lot of energy into them with Mars there as well. So you've got three quite heavy hitters in that 11th house. So having Uranus then go into Taurus, which trines that 11th house, we should see a lot of activity around communication with groups, with people, and surprising things coming up that could actually really have an impact on how your life runs for the next 7 to 8 years. So yeah, this is big time, you know, for all of us. There's a lot of big stuff going on. Jupiter's still there in that ninth house. You're wanting to have deep experiences. You're wanting to have profound experiences through travel, through expansion, through higher learning and wisdom. And I like that for you. So let's get on with your tarot reading. I'm going to be doing the sorry, you have to excuse my voice, I'm a little bit under the weather at the moment. We're going to be doing the Celtic Cross. We're using 3 different decks. This is your theme for the month that I've pulled, and it's unexpected visitors. So this is the Colette Baron Reid deck, which is really, really lovely. And you pulled it on the reverse, and so this is basically saying to me that there may be some resistance in terms of sudden change that happens. Expect the unexpected. Expect news of something that could be quite shocking, perhaps quite jarring, coming along. Now it could be positive or negative, who knows, but the thing is, change is always harder a change is always harder to adjust to when we refuse to accept it. So this is basically saying to you that there will be changes, there will be surprises. Try and learn to be in that flow, that stream of life where you are like water and you are allowing yourself to flow with the change rather than resisting it, because in resisting change we often miss the gift that's within that change, whether it looks bad on the surface or not. Ultimately, nothing is really completely negative. There's always something positive to come out of any situation, no matter how dire. So with Uranus moving into that earthy side of Taurus in the 3rd house, I'm expecting you to get news that's surprising, that is unexpected, but that you might cause you to have to make a sudden shift, but ultimately will be about it will be about the greater good. So this is kind of like the theme that we're getting for the month. So let's go ahead and do your Celtic cross. I have got my angel oracle cards there, and I'll read that out to you afterwards. Wow, okay, so this is how we're beginning the month, and this is what's crossing you for better or for worse. This is your recent past, and it's coming to your future. The Emperor has come up for so many people, okay, and I'm seeing already some pretty major energy going on here. We're looking at movement, we're looking at control, dynamics, we're looking at how in control do I feel of my life and my life's direction, which makes a lot of sense because Saturn and Pluto retrograde in your 11th house of hopes, dreams, wishes. You're thinking about, where am I going? Am I in control of where I'm heading to? Am I going to be victorious? Okay, so this is what is in your kind of consciousness, and what it is that in a sense you're aiming for, and this is what lies at the root of the matter in the subconscious. So this is kind of quite interesting. I'm feeling a theme here. Okay, and then this is the energy that you can work with. And then what is in your outer environment? Your hopes and fears. And your final outcome. I really like your final outcome. That's really nice. Right, so already I'm seeing that you're asking big questions of yourself at the moment, Pisces. You are looking at, where am I going? What does destiny hold for me? I feel like I can be victorious. I feel inspired. I feel like I have got people at my back who support me. But in some ways, in the recent past, I felt like there was a lack of control. There was a lack of direction. I felt like too many things were out of my hands, and I want control. I want to be the one that is guiding my ship. And in some ways, I'm feeling it's almost like whatever it was, whether it's just that money was not a stable and reliable source, whether it's that the job wasn't reliable, the work wasn't reliable, or people haven't been reliable, there's been a feeling of, it's almost like it's been out of your hands. You've had to deal with situations that have been less than reliable, and now you're reviewing and you're saying, I want to be victorious and I want the win and I believe in myself and I have that confidence, and that is what I'm aiming for. And I'm no longer being drawn into illusions. I'm past the point of, because this very much to me speaks of illusions and, you know, don't judge something by face value type thing. So it's like you're coming out of this period of feeling a little bit disillusioned, but there's a sense of realism, and you're saying, I have hopes and dreams and wishes that I want to make mine and that I want to bring into my future, because I have suffered heartbreak and I'm tired of the heartbreak. I've been disappointed by friends, I've been disappointed by lovers, I've been disappointed by people I associate with, perhaps even family. I've had heartbreak, I've had disappointment, I've had and it's almost as though I've been in a storm. You know, I've been in a little boat on a storm, and it's in stormy weather, and my boat has been tossed about here and there, and I don't have control of those waves. I don't have control of that storm. All I can do is guide my ship. But I no longer have my head in the clouds, and I know how treacherous sometimes the journey can be, but I feel that I am through the worst of it, and I've come out of it victorious, knowing better who I am, where I'm going, and what it is that I want. So I feel like, although there's a sense of things may have been confusing, there may have been drama in relation to the people in your life, I feel in some ways there's been some disappointment for Pisces, in that the people that you wanted to rely on, the people you thought you would be able to rely on, have been less than they've been less than stable, they've been less than willing to be there, and it's kind of left you in this position where you're like, in some ways it left you kind of thinking, God, am I on my own? But you no longer have illusions. And I feel like what I like is it's almost like you're saying, I no longer place no longer place unrealistic expectations in others' abilities. I am now filling up my own cup. I no longer look to others to fill my cup up. I am standing strong, and if I have to stand strong alone when I look into the vision of my future, then I will do that, knowing that I will draw in the right time, the right place, the right circumstances, and the right opportunities for me. I have trust in myself. So I like that, So although in some ways this looks harsh, I feel like your reminder, it's almost like you're using the heartache and the disappointment that you felt in the past, not in a way to keep you tied to the past or bound to it, but you're actually using it as a forward momentum, and you've taken the lessons. You're saying, I no longer have unrealistic expectations of people, and I no longer look to others to make me happy and be my source of happiness. I know that I must be my own source of happiness, and I can only ever revel in the joy of love and experience with others from time to time, but I must always come back to myself, my inner core, my own emotional cup. So there's a feeling of a fresh start for you emotionally, a feeling of freedom, almost like a freedom from being tied into dependency in relationship to others, which I love. And perhaps that's why we've got that Uranus into Taurus energy going on, and all this stuff going on in your 11th house about the groups you belong to, your dreams, your wishes. So it's almost like you're saying, I no longer have a need to depend on others. I no longer place my hope, my dreams, my wishes in the hands of others. I take it into my own hands, not in a bitter way, but just in a way that I have learnt. I've learnt the true meaning of unconditional love, which is not that I place all my hopes in somebody else, but that I fill up my own emotional well-being. So I feel you come in strong, and I feel like you've learnt a lot. And from that will grow the structure and the dreams. And in some ways you're saying that I've been unfairly treated. I have been unfairly judged. I have not had my moment just yet. I've not had my time to shine just yet. I've not had my new beginning just yet, but I know it is coming. And in the environment is supporting you. People are going to be coming in to give you strength. People who you can trust now. People who will be there for you, who are genuine. Okay, I feel like the environment you're going to find, you're drawing people to you who support you, who are honest and good intentioned and of good hearts. People who won't do what's happened in the past. But the nice thing is, you're in a place where you almost don't need them, but they'll appear. And that's the way it always works in life. When we are lamenting over the fact that, oh my God, so-and-so broke my heart, or my friends betrayed me, blah, 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 blah. Why can't I just have really trustworthy, lovely people in my life? What happens is we're in this victim mentality. And as a result, we draw more of those people into our lives. And then that victim mentality, that energy increases and increases. And then we end up with this massive disappointment. And victimhood and disappointment is something that's very much associated with the darker side of Neptune, okay, which is your ruling planet. And Neptune is in your sign, so you're learning a lot about yourself and about your higher nature at the moment. And so this is, like I said, that's a darker side of Neptune. But now, it's almost like now that you are out of this slight victimhood mode, now that you are out of this needing other people to be a certain way for you to be okay, suddenly then, the people that you want appear, and you will know them because they will have a gentleness about them. They will have an ease about them, and it might take you some time, but they won't be in a rush to gain your trust. They will be patient and they will be kind. And I feel like that is something that you really need right now. Well, not need, but it's something that will really benefit you. And it will guard against any kind of bitterness coming in. In some ways, I'm seeing that you want intimacy, you want commitment again, you want to travel down a path of closeness, whether it be with the person you're with. Maybe they were the ones that have hurt you, and maybe that's what's made you say, I have to stand on my own 2 feet, and I'm going to keep trying this relationship, but I just need time to heal from what's happened. You want intimacy again. You want closeness again with your friends, with those that mean the most to you, with a potential lover, for those of you who are single. But it's almost like I'm not willing to go down that path just yet. I'm not willing to go and search for it just yet. And I kind of like that because I don't know that you should. I think you should allow them to come to you, and working with that intuition that you have. This is very much a Piscean type card. You know, this is intuition. We have the moon there, the waters, you know, so working with that energy. Pisces, I feel like you know what you're doing this month, and I don't really feel like there's much I can say to you. I feel like you know what you're doing. I feel like you've learnt a lot of major lessons in relation to people and those who support you and those who don't. And I feel like this is not just a recent thing, this is over the past few years. And it's put you in a place of, through hardship, having to gain a lot of inner strength and fortitude. And and I feel like really just keep doing what you're doing, but remain open to other people. Don't allow the experiences of the past to shut you off. And I feel like that's what this card was about, when it was saying allow yourself to be open to unexpected visitors. Okay, so on the upright, unexpected visitors. Allow yourself to be open to new people, new situations, change coming in, and understand that it will always be for your highest and best good. The universe works for you, not against you. Okay, so finally let's read your Diane Cooper card. So the card that we pulled is acknowledgement. I don't know if you can see it, but it's acknowledgement. And what it says is, look after yourself by acknowledging your desires and needs and taking steps to meet them. Examine and note your gifts, talents and achievements. When you accept all aspects of yourself, you feel centered and confident. Then you can genuinely acknowledge others. I love that. I feel like this is what you're doing. I feel like you're accepting all aspects of yourself. You're filling your cup up, okay? And as a result, you're going to be able to allow others in that are healthy for you, rather than people who may have some sort of dependency issue or want to use or manipulate you. Become aware of and nurture the good qualities of the people in your life so that they feel relaxed and happy in your presence. Angel wisdom reminds you to recognize who you truly are, an evolved spirit in a human body. When you acknowledge your spiritual dimensions, you will align with your true self and your spirit will soar. I acknowledge who I truly am. I love that, and that speaks to me of the High Priestess card. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, Pisces. I feel like you don't really need to be told too much this month, apart from just to remain open to opportunities and people. If you would like a private reading with me, go to my website, anushkaban.com. The link is in the description box below. I'm booked up until the mid-month of June, so I can't do anything before then, but feel free to message me or book a reading, and I will schedule you in for some time around or after the middle of June. Sorry, I'll get there eventually. All right then, guys, take care. Much love. Bye bye.